Ah, yes. How is everybody? Happy birthday, Raffles. 10. Wow, that is so grown up. When's he get his bus pass? Or was it a bone pass? Yes! Season's greetings, folks. Very happy days. Oh, so many tunes to pick from tonight, as you can well imagine. Hey. What should we have? What should we have? I don't know. Let's have this one. Joy indeed to the world. Boy, did it need it. Joy to the live streamers from the team at the Zen Den. Wishing you joy. Joy. If at all possible. Along with good health, peace, some calm, some rest. So many to choose from. Now I thought it'd be good. Oh, by the way, I brought Fakey back in for O Come Emmanuel, which I think he did a couple of years ago, not realising that he'd made a big old mistake in every single chorus. None of you told me, and I didn't realise. Oh, Came that close to sacking him. Because there's a stray beat, isn't there? Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel. Da, da. It goes like that. How could Fakey miss that? What a banana brain. Right. We're gonna rest him for a while. He's not allowed to make an appearance until next year, until he's practiced. So Shane McGowan popped off, didn't he? I thought we should do it. The big one, Fairy Tale of New York, in New York. Fairy Tale of New York, isn't it? Is it? It's a fairy tale anyway. And kind of everybody knows that song. I don't know, to sing around the Christmas tree or down the pub. But I've never played it, and I didn't know half the words, and I never really thought about it. Kirsty MacColl, amazing. The Pogues, lots of fun. Crazy. Shane McGowan, genius, madman, bit of both. But so, as so often happens, and it's, thanks to you partly, largely, you get into these songs, and boy, there's a story, and this one, you could do a PhD on this, on just this song, this record. The whole writing process, the recording process, they had to change singer because there was a fallout, and not Shane, but Kirsty wasn't originally going to do that part. Somebody else was, and that all that all went wrong. And the lyrics are amazing, man, and the arrangement and the playing. He wrote it with his banjo player, and it changed. Even the lyrics changed over the years. And it's and he was born on Christmas Day. I never knew that. I mean, that's ironic, isn't it? And so it ended up being a kind of following the thoughts and dreams of an Irish immigrant in New York, some connection with Broadway, having a reverie about times gone past. Oh dear, you'll sing it along with me, won't you? When I get to Kirsty's part, I'm struggling a bit, so. It's one of those, I thought I'm going to do it, but I could have done with probably spending a week on it, really. I don't know if I made this up or if I read it, but I think some of the arrangement and some of the interludes have a nod to Ennio Morricone, who, come on, we love. And the words, so it was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. I didn't know what that was, did you? It's a name for the special prison cell which is set aside for people who are taken down the station because they've had too much to drink. I'm sure none of you will have ever experienced the drunk tank. The whole story. I'll try and sing it clear so you can hear the words. As I said, my tuning will be not beyond suspicion when I get to Kirsty's bit, at least. But we will do our best, won't we, team? Team Zen. Oh dear. Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank, an old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away, dreamed about you. I've got a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. They got cars big as bars, they built rivers of gold. But the wind goes right through me, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on the cold Christmas Eve, you were handsome, you were pretty queen. You were handsome, you were pretty queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more. Sinatra was swinging, on the drugs they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced through the night. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay. And the bells are ringing out for Christmas. You're a bum, you're a punk, you were an old slut of junk, lying there almost dead on a trip on our bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're all. I pray that it's all right. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me. When I first found you, I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys were singing, singing, going Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out on Christmas Day. Well, it was a thrash, but it had to be done, you know, it had to be done. It was timely. I got excited and closed my eyes at one point and the lyrics went, but it was a bit that you'd already heard about the NYPD choir singing Galway Bay. Oh man, we live dangerously on the stream. We do. Need to calm down after that, or lie down. Is Raffles drunk yet? Is he drinking doggy beer? Actually, Raffles, he's pretty crazy, but he's quite cultured as well. He's a little bit posh, you know. I see him as a single malt dog. Yeah, he was. He was on Hallelujah, wasn't he? So many good tunes in the Christmas repertoire. I had to take this out. Everything sounded all weird. Probably because it was. But absolutely not making excuses, but sometimes when you pick the horn up and it's cold, it's like, whoa, it just feels so weird because you're a bit flat. You feel like you're in the wrong key. So trying something completely new in the new year. You may have read about it, you may not. Myself and a real folk hero from Northumberland plays the Northumbrian pipes and the concertina, a fellow called Alistair Anderson. He's an absolute legend, especially in the folk scene, but can turn his hand to most things. Do you guys remember a jazz trombone player called Annie Whitehead? Still around? Pioneer. They did a bunch of stuff together, so we're gonna have a look at some of those and play some folk tunes and maybe a couple of my tunes, some poppy stuff. And a third member is a great friend of mine, Don Richardson. He'll be playing the double bass. And honestly, man, he's the hardest working man in show business. He's only got Christmas Day off. You're going to say luxury. It's been probably not a gig that I would kill for or anything, but he's been on tour with Cliff Richard recently. I played on the Cliff Richard record once. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, he's been on tour with him, and he does a West End show. It's like 8 or 9 shows a week. We chatted briefly today, and he was running for the train for his show. Anyway, we're going to do the Ropery, end of January. We're going to do lovely Helmsley Art Centre on the 20th of January. And the Rocking Horse Cafe near Alnwick on the, I don't know, end of January. But anyway, me and Alistair had the first playthrough of a few tunes this week. So I was up in Northumberland doing the very last of the trio gigs. So I nipped up to Alnwick. And I was listening to a couple of tunes that we might do. It's all really exciting, work in progress. We might do a couple of tunes off an album that Don and I worked on by a fella called David Migden. I must admit I'd completely forgotten even doing it. I don't have a copy or anything. So I dug that out. Oh, man. I mean, he's great songwriter, great singer, but Don's double bass playing. It's fantastic. The album's called Little Stranger. I commend it to you if you have access to music easily, like a lot of you folks do these days. David Migden, Little Stranger. So yeah, we might do a couple of those. Sometimes I forget to step back and listen to music. And I play on things and I never hear them. And my friends make great albums and I never hear them. So maybe that could be, I feel a New Year's resolution going on. Along with drinking more beer. No. Right. So you're not encouraging Raffles to get wellied. Probably for the best. He's crazy enough anyway, isn't he? I really love listening to, checking out soul singers doing versions of Christmas tunes. There's a couple, they were a step too far for tonight, but Stevie Wonder doing What Christmas Means to Me, beautiful. And but lucky enough to have a great backing track here for a Smokey Robinson version of well, I'm not going to tell you. See how long it takes you to recognise it. Right, I better remember how the melody goes and what note it starts on. Oh yeah. How could I forget how this tune goes? It's pathetic. Right. I didn't totally forget. Oh, and that was a Aretha Franklin version, kind of Joy to the World. Oh, man. Should listen to her sing that. Wow. Definitely. Brilliant. Oh, you should listen to that as well. Honestly, I'd never heard that before. Late last night, I think, or this morning. Smokey Robinson singing, what was it? Jingle Bells. Not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I found a version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by The Temptations, but I couldn't make it work. I don't know why. Maybe because there's only one of me. There's 5 of them. And Fake he's resting. But yeah, listen to that. I mean, a lot of us sax players who play kind of on the soul side of jazz, that's how we learned, listening to Smokey Robinson and Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye. I'm often telling students, if you want to sort of soul things up, that's what you should do. Just nick all the phrasing and ideas off those guys. They're the masters. Aretha too. Wow. Well, I hope all you musicians have been whipping your horns out and playing Christmas tunes. 'Cause I have, haven't I? You ought to. I challenged my Snake Academy students. Not challenged. Begged. Suggested that they either record a Christmas tune, send it in to me, or play one live when we get together on our little monthly Zoom session. First of all, up until about a few days ago, I thought, nobody's even going to send me one. And then I got one in. Then I got another one in, and it was the same tune. I wonder if they'd spoken to each other. It was, what was it? I can't remember the tune, but it's called Have Yourself a Very Merry Christmas. How does that go? I've got jingle bells in my head. That was my excuse. Have yourself a very merry... It's come to me. I like Sinatra doing that. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. But then I did get a third one, and it was something else. Can't remember what. And then a fourth. So I'm much happier. Deborah, you're always welcome, whether you're late or not. You can always spin back and watch the first bit, in case there was anything good in it. I can't remember the first bit now. Well, Fakey made a mistake, didn't he? But I'm going to take this out again, give myself a fighting chance. We three jazzy kings. What else have I got on my sleeve? Guys, thank you for your cards and your warm wishes and your greetings, and special shout out for the non-chatters. I mean, you guys in the list there, you get to know each other, but some folks it doesn't suit them to be chatting, but we love you guys just as much. Pat, Stella, Judy and David, Linda, the Green people, Jill and Mike, the Hallums, Elaine, loads more. We love you just as much. And to all of you, thank you for your support this year, financial and spiritual. Hopefully we help keep each other afloat and smiling through it all. And you guys help keep the stream afloat. And if I can ever make you smile, or even if it's because you're laughing at fakey going wrong, it's all good. So seriously, big thanks, and it's always great to have your company. Remember at first, all those years ago, it's a bit strange. I was here all alone and you were there, but now we're all together, and it's easy is the wrong word. It's beautiful, that's what it is, when it goes right. I was practicing this one in the house because it's so cold down here. And Sally started jiving and singing along. So hope it has the same effect on you guys. Right. First note, first word. I can't remember what the introduction does. I think we'll be all right. I'll just busk it. It's in C. Right. Oh, I need a bit of this and a bit of that. Run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Said Santa to the boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And then away went a Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. He can take the freeway down. Round, Rudolph, reading like a merry-go-round. Round, Rudolph, gotta make it to town. Said Santa to a girl child, what would please you most to get? A little baby doll that can cry, drink, sleep and wet. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet. Round, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Round, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. Chuck Berry, I think, original. Woo! He's a crazy cat, wasn't he? I mean, not that I ever will unless health or anything forced me to retire. But if I did, I'd love to read the biographies of all these guys. I think I did read Little Richard. That's amazing. But I'd like to read biographies of everybody. These guys are so... Chuck Berry, I bet that's a brilliant read. And Jaco Pastorius, that'll be a dark read probably in parts, but I'd still like to read it. Fascinating life story. So many people. Elvis. Charlie Parker, I've read that, but there are 3 or 4 about his life. I've only read one called Bird Lives, which some of you have probably read. It's a harrowing read as well, but fascinating, man. Well, it's traditional that we hit the Bruce Springsteen. I'm struggling to think of his name. I could picture him. Version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Richard and Alan Ruffles. They would not let this stream go without singing along to that. So let's have a bit of fun. I want to hear your voices through the airwaves. They'll sing really loud. I've got a microphone, but you haven't. Hop in and a bop in. That's kind of a moral tale. Set you guys up for Christmas. Make sure that you're going to behave yourselves between now and Christmas Eve, when you want to hear those sleigh bells jingling, don't you? And the sleigh shifting slowly because it's weighed down with your presence. Yeah, I hope you've been good. You better watch out. Better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice, Jen. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So you better be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, let me hear you. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. When you're sleeping, he knows if you're awake, he knows if you've been about all good, so you better be good for goodness sake.
Better be good for goodness.
Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, 'cause I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus coming to town. So Richard, you've been looking after those sandy elephants, and you've been only going to the clothes shops once a fortnight. Jen, have you been looking after Nellie? Celia, you've been looking after that pond and feeding those fish. Mike, you've been taking some beautiful photographs. Yeah. Yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town. 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 Guys, huge thanks for being with me. We'll have a dancey stream on the 29th. Or if I don't know what day of the week that is. It's post-Christmas. Don't need to worry about it. But you do need to be there or be square. Big thanks to who we had tonight. Zoom karaoke helped out a lot. Fakey helped out a bit, but he went wrong. Joe and Sally helped out hugely. Rudolph was a good reindeer. You lot were marvellous as ever. Mildly cheeky at times, jocular, but always supportive of the stream and of each other. So guys, hope you get a rest, not arrested, and I hope you don't end up in the, what's it called, the drunk tank. Go all the way back to the top. Yeah, the drunk tank. None of us are going to end up there. Drink responsibly. Or at home. You can be irresponsible at home. I'm talking absolute rubbish. You guys do what you want. Enjoy, rest, relax, look after yourselves, look after each other. I know there's a lot of illness kicking about, and if you are suffering or those near you are suffering, then I'm hoping that things improve and you all manage to enjoy the holiday season. So big thanks to Sally and Joe. Big thanks to you all. You take care, and I'll see you the other side of Christmas. I'll see you on the 29th if I don't see you at one of the gigs. And you know, it's not too late to buy that last present. That present could be for somebody very special, a ticket to come and see Snaky, Don and Alistair. or anybody really. Love you guys. You take care. Happy Christmas.